Okay. Okay. Let's finish this boy. Let's finish it up. I think we should be able to finish it today. More specifically this morning. Put up a background video. Let's hit this guy one more time. Okay. 1 second. Mm, okay. Anyways, let's keep going. So where were we? Okay. Sorry, I had to answer back to text. All right, let's start down here. Oh, that's right, we got power armor yesterday. We're good to go. Hi, what brings you to this almost forgotten room? My name's Kath. If we haven't met before, that is. What is it that you do here? This machine here makes vault jumpsuits, robes, and other resistant clothing. It's fully automated. Just do a flip of a switch and then suffice. Hmm. That's my job, so I practically do nothing here. Um, why vault jumpsuits? This complex originally supplied jumpsuits to several of the nearest vaults. That's why it was built here too. But we make jumpsuits only for the reborn, no one else. That makes it one jumpsuit per year, just each time with a different number. Why is it the reborn wear those jumpsuits anyways? It symbolizes a body free of mutation, which is what the vaults were originally for. And it's also a kind of slap in the face for all of the lucky people from functioning vaults. The number indicates the order of the reborn. I guess that's obvious. And anyway, if the others clearly see a reborn among them, instead of reborns wearing robes like everyone else, it gives them more hope. Not that you would see a reborn here or even on floors with a lower clearance other than security tapes. I don't know who thought it up, but it's the same as with that talisman of ours, which is actually just a biohazard sign. What about when you get reborn to 100? The numbers don't fit in the back anymore. Haha, funny. We won't have to wait 100 years for the day of rebirth for all, I hope. Why is it thanks the information. Can you give me a robe? I'd like to know what research is done on this floor. Apparently, they're trying to lower the number of donors needed for a single rebirth. That's about as much as I know. But they never tell me anything. Nobody cares about me. I guess one of these days I'll die of boredom here. I tried talking with one of the normals, but they weren't interested. Which one can understand given their situation? Why won't anyone tell you anything about their research? I'm too young to them. Most of them are people born before the war or shortly after the vault. I'm a child of the wasteland, so nobody really trusts my knowledge. Never mind that I read every single book on science I've come across. It's only here that my scientific knowledge has taken off. I'm always studying something, mostly to kill time. What happened to you? How did you become a ghoul? That was bad luck extraordinaire. You sure you want to know? I wouldn't want to bore you. I do. Okay, I'll start with how I used to live with a hub. Oh, that used to be a large city, far away from the west here. I sort of liked it there, and I stayed despite the warnings that the city might be attacked and destroyed by super mutants that had gone crazy after their master died or whatever. I made my living mostly by guarding caravans, my last assignment being with the Crimson Caravan. That company was run by madmen. Their caravans took most of the dangerous routes, but also they paid the best, and I wanted to get a load of this, a Geiger counter. Go on. The caravan was, as you can expect, attacked by raiders. It was a numerous bunch. We never stood a chance. When things got ugly, I managed to escape with just one bullet in my leg. You can think I'm a coward, but I'm alive, unlike the heroes who uselessly defended the caravans to the death. Anyway, with a leg wound and without Stimpaks, the wasteland's more inhospitable than usual. Not to mention I got a little. Not to mention I got lost a little. What happened next? What do you think? I tried to patch myself up and survive somehow. Nothing interesting. Finally, after several weeks, I got back to the hub, or rather, what was left of it. The threat was real. It turned out the supermutants razed the city to the ground. There were ruins everywhere, and I found lots of bodies. Not a pretty sight. I had to get as far away as possible, and I headed east. I don't really know why. I could have ended up heading anywhere. So how did you mutate into a ghoul? Oh yeah, well, I don't really know. Maybe I crossed some irradiated territory on my trip through the wasteland, or maybe it's from how I was searching all those supermutant corpses for something useful, which turned out to be waste of time, of course. Hard to say. I couldn't buy that Geiger counter. Apart from not having enough caps, there was no place left to buy it. Interesting. You really know nothing about the research? Really, really. I just wonder sometimes if once they only need a few donors thanks to the research, whether there'll be any more left. Many of them tend to die after Richard's tests. Who's Richard? He's the head of research on this level, and the research towards lowering the number of donors. At least he says so. You can try talking to him, but unless you have the necessary clearance, he won't tell you much. It would be a shame if there were no donors after his research. It really wouldn't surprise me anymore. Not that I believe in fate or any bullshit like that, but sometimes I just think that the world's governed by Murphy's Law. For instance, there had never been problems with the reborns. Then the 13th had to go crazy all of a sudden. Makes you think, you really it's because of number 13? Of course not. I'm just joking. What else can I do, given our lives are full of irony like that? Can you give me robes? Sure, I got a regular stockpile here. Here you go. You can make a blanket out of it or whatever. She gives you a robe. Okay. I got a free robe. 10 pounds. That's crazy. Lystra, did you have something to say? Did you recognize them? Mimi and Rene managed to get to Rebirth. Of course I recognize them. I'm not blind. They seem very comfortable. Wait, she wasn't even with us when we let them go. Because of your help, as a bonus, they really seem to hate you on account of being the 13th. You should be more careful next time about who you're helping and what with. It's nonsense. You'll see. I'll tell them who I am. Okay. Did you know, Kath? She told me about the hub on the Crimson Caravan. Oh, she was the Crimson. Okay. It's difficult to remember someone specific who used to work as a caravan guard. There's a lot of those, and new ones are always welcome because many of them die in that profession or they soon give up. Damn, even I used to know Kath back then. I wouldn't recognize her now. Maybe she'll recognize you. Why don't you talk to her? Forget it. I'm sure she's fanaticized like everyone in the Rebirth. She'll report her own sister. Crazy. Okay, let's save here. 87. Let's go. This place looks more important. Ooh, there's a locker over here. I just saw this. There's nothing in it. Nothing important, at least. Let's go down here first, and we'll come over here, because this place looks more important than down here, so. This is for the robots. For the robots. How about it, Ghoulie? Come to see us suffer? I want to save you. Yeah, right. A ghoul that doesn't want to become a normal human. Try telling that to someone else, mutant. I'm not a ghoul. Show me your face so that he can only see it. Well, shoot me shitless. A human. Damn fine job getting all the way here, woman. I already have an escape plan. Let me tell you what to do. I'm listening. Some of us have been here for a fucking long time. We can listen and watch those bastards, finding out what we can. We know that this floor is powered by 2 generators. These assholes have been rerouting power, digging in anything they find, and really fucked up bad. If you disable generator number 1, the lab with the adjacent rooms, including force fields in our prison on that side, will be offline for a few minutes. What will you do? Those few minutes are enough for us to seize weapons and shoot our way out to the surface. There are a damn lot of us, and most of us are ready to fight for our lives. We just need the chance. There are plenty of weapons. They have them next to the cells for their disgusting tests and for suppressing any escape attempts. These assholes, so all you need to do is get to the 6th floor of this complex and blow up the generator number 1 there. I'll see what I can do. As soon as a man finishes, another prisoner speaks up from an adjacent cell. It's not a good idea to start fighting. There may be more of us, but they were too weak. It will be better if you disable generator number 2. The room where they make robes will then be offline for a few minutes, along with its adjacent areas, including the force field of our prison on that side. What will you do then? There's only a single ghoul in this room. We can subdue her without raising an alarm. Everyone will then put on their robes and simply leave posing as ghouls. In the confusion, they'll certainly not check anyone very thoroughly. They have a surplus of robes. There should be enough for all of us. Like I said, for this plan to work, you must shut down and destroy generator number 2. All generators are on the 6th floor. I'll see what I can do. What if I eliminate the ghouls? You'll hardly manage that. Even if you by some miracle kill all of them in the complex, there are more on the surface. My plan is the only hope for all of us. What do you think about the other plan? That's bullshit. We can't just walk around among them unarmed. One tiny mistake and it fucks us all up. They reveal one of us and the rest gets shot. You better stick to my plan and destroy generator number 1. What if I just kill all the ghouls? Oh sure, one woman against an army. You better keep low, dumbass. You can't help us escape if you're dead. Okay, I might just kill them then. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's save here. This song is in Fallout New Vegas as well. Do you have the latest test results for me? No, I'm new here. Well, that's something. We need more personnel, but there's still a lack of able and cleared scientists. My name is Richard. Tell me about your research. I'm not sure I'm allowed to. It's alright, I know the machine isn't working. Well, okay. Be careful who you tell that. There are several workers on this floor who aren't fully aware of the state of affairs. As you certainly know, I'm in charge of the research on this floor. We touch donors here. It may be problem it may be the problem is in them. Perhaps we require sorry, one second. Perhaps we require somehow specific donors, or it may be necessary for donor tissue to undergo certain procedures. At any rate, if the problem lies there, we'll crack it in their end. We'll crack it in the end. The research trying to achieve a lower number of required donors for rebirth is just a ruse then? Why, certainly. First, we must resolve our main problem, and only then we can indulge in trivialities such as lowering the number of donors or even their elimination from the process. Although our current focus on the degree of donor irradiation could bring secondary results even in areas such as those. Tell me more about the current focus of your research. Thanks to the possibilities of observing the development of the reborn over a longer term, we discovered that an important factor is the degree of irradiation as far as the total decay times of regenerated tissue are concerned. That's why we're now focusing specifically on this factor. However, we're having trouble maintaining a sufficient supply of donors with low radiation levels. I gather the offspring of Vault 16 inhabitants will be the best in that regard. So the annual rebirth takes place for the research purposes. I think the Savior started that really just as a morale and improvement program, but in the end it has been effective for our research as well. Is it even realistic to eliminate donors out of the process completely? Only using clones, either of entire bodies or at least individual organs. Could we replace God damn it. Either of entire bodies or at least individual organs could we replace donors. Thomas used to be in charge of starting up our cloning research. But fortunately, the Savior put a stop to that. We can hardly rely on research of something so complex that it lasted several decades of pre-war research without showing any proper success. I can't believe the pre-war scientists were successful with cloning. Yeah, partially, but not to the extent that we require, apart from the fact, of course, that there are very few records remaining about their cloning research. So what is Thomas working on now? As far as we know, Thomas has deserted. What else could you expect from a friend of a traitor the 13th? I think they were in together from the start, maybe even sabotaged our work. Was Thomas the guy in the Falcon Hotel, whatever? I don't remember. I don't remember what his name was. I thought it was the machine itself that was malfunctioning. The machine has been checked thoroughly and it's still undergoing examination. But so far they haven't discovered anything wrong. That's why we need to look at all the aspects of the process. The only thing we know for sure is that the Savior was reborn successfully, but later when he performed tests, the results were never at 100% anymore. Unfortunately, we don't have any other schematics for the machine, nor any records on the biological material used, so we can't tell what it was that the Savior transplanted himself. Testing the Savior might reveal a thing or two. At the beginning, he underwent a series of thorough tests, but they never revealed anything interesting. His body seems healthy, just like the one of other normal, just like in the case of the other reborn. Is it even, will there be enough donors left for everyone once you solve the problem? The rebirth of everyone in a single day is just draw away attention from the fact that the machine isn't working. I wholeheartedly believe that once the machine is fully operational, us scientists along with the other members of the Inner Circle, will be the first in line to be reborn. It's our right, especially if we contribute to restoring the process. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother at all. With all waiting around for donors for everyone, given the size of the rebirth nowadays, I could die before I get reborn. Are you one of those who came here first after the Savior? No, those are mostly people born before the war. I was born in the vault. I grew up there, studied there, and later became a ghoul there when one section of the vault collapsed and it didn't shield us from radiation. I had to fight hard to get any place here, and I won't rest before I'm a real human again, and not just a zombie caricature. How is it even possible to cure mutations? It almost sounds like scientific mumbo jumbo. The mutations themselves are not cured as such. The mutated tissue is replaced by transplanted tissue with no disruptions of its DNA and the required segments. The machine just regenerates the burnt cells and fuses the donor tissue with the body of the reborn subject. This process, taking a place within the machine, however, so far remains a mystery to us. Does the machine also regenerate cells in the reproductive organs? Based on our estimates and according to the Savior's test, we know that it should when working at 100%, but no test has shown that these most sensitive cells are not regenerated by the machine in its current state. Thus, the current reborn remains infertile. Okay, I guess that's it. Cool, cool. Some interesting info. You guys don't like it when I check these, right? Oh, he let me check this one. I don't think you want me to check this one, right? Wait, I thought he didn't want me to check this one. Oh, he. Oh, well, there's nothing in it. It's fine. Ooh, hack access. You have received two messages in inbox. You have one unfinished message. Open, receive messages. Request to repeat the test 3571A sent by Eric. Notification and power lens on red 4. Request to repeat. One of the useless idiots that I have the misfortune to have in my team broke the test tubes with blood samples from subjects number 1 to 5. From the 3 to 5 test. The rest of the samples were already disposed of. Repeat the test with another 5 subjects. Click. And then send the bodies back to me as soon as possible. It will be sufficient if they're approximately the same age. Eric. Open received messages. Notification on power lines. My notifications on the faulty power lines were of the same effect as trying to convince the mutant hunters to stop killing ghouls. If you were the one asking for repairs, things might be different. Maybe you're thinking that I only care because I have more work to do by keeping those generators running, and if anything goes wrong, I'd be the one to blame. But you should realize that if such an event occurs, some of the smoothskins could easily tickle your back with a knife, because I seriously doubt that they glow in the dark, unlike me, Scott. Open and finish messages. Entry test. Man approximately 30 years old, level radiation 34. Died during second phase. He was without left arm by the time he was caught. Approximately 25. Died during third phase. 20. More detailed analysis of thyroid gland is needed during autopsy. One approximately 40. Died during first phase. Extremely large stomach and liver. Very poor condition, visible at first sight. Health was in bad condition. He almost died before the testing. Died during the third phase. Some visual similarity with subject 04. Testing of possible kinship is needed. Died during third phase. Seems like this subject's heart was successfully transplanted in the past. Subject was possibly pregnant. Confirmation needed. Died during third phase. Okay. I think that was it, right? Yeah. Okay. I can't get through here, right? Alright, let me save here. Okay, these guys don't talk. Okay, these guys don't talk. Some kind of biomass. Do these computers do anything? Component you like to program? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. We can just keep going. Because we already have a card to go downstairs. I think this is as far as you get with a self-program key, I believe. Oh, let's see it. Oh, yeah, never mind. It says I can pass. Sick beans, yo. Yeah, never mind. I did unlock for Max. Cool. This is a robot one. It's probably a robot one. Yep. Probably another robot one. Yep. So what's all around here? Let's see. Oh, this is where the savior's at. Alright, we'll talk to the savior last. Okay, these guys don't say anything. Robot. Probably a robot one. Yep. Well, well, what are you doing? It's not nice. Don't do it again. Okay. Well, what are you doing here? The ghoul constantly protracts syllables while talking. You're not sure if it's because his dislocated jaw or if he talks like that on purpose. Who are you? You don't know? Interesting. I'm Aaron. I'm here so nobody disturbs the savior over some nonsense. I want to talk to the savior. Of course you won't. Everybody wants. So can I talk with him? Of course not. The savior has to take care of the whole rebirth. He doesn't have time for some hollow talk. It's important. Sure, that's important for you, no doubt about it, but it doesn't change a thing. You have to talk. And may I know who you are? What makes you feel so important? I'm Trammell. Have you caught up to the 13th yet? No, there's no other reason for you to distract or savior yourself. I'm sorry. Is it possible to talk with some of the reborn? I'm afraid not, for their own security, of course. What's on Blue 6? What do you mean? Why do you need special permission to go there? So that only people who have something to do there can go there, of course. Can I get permission? No, you surely have nothing to do there. What happened to your mouth? What do you mean, what happened? Your jaw. Look, I have no time for your nonsense. What? He won't give me other options anymore. Uh, wait. Oh, I saved before going. Save before going down again. So nobody talks here, so it doesn't matter. I'll just save here. 92. Oh, never mind. That was everything you said. Oh, really? Well, the Savior said that you might try to get in there. I have doubts. But here you are. He would like to talk to you. You can go visit him. Aaron uses his computer to open the door to the Savior. Okay, thanks. Oh, that's the only way I can talk to him is by telling him I'm the 13th. Let's do it last, just in case that forces us to get in combat. Yes, who are you? My name's Jeff. I'm the leading scientist of Rebirth's research. Are you new here? Surely not a scientist. I would have been notified about it. Isn't the Savior the leading researcher? The Savior's in charge of a lot of stuff, and despite what you might have heard of him, he isn't qualified enough for such research. But naturally, he's quite interested in our results, and he advises us from time to time when he knows, based on his experience with his own rebirth, that own research efforts would be unavailing. It's such a shame that he doesn't remember much. Does he even know what he was doing when he performed the first successful rebirth? You have to understand that he did it all alone. It was physically and mentally exhausting, and according to that, what he told us, his body was extensively affected by radiation and changed by mutations, which really affected his memory from the time before the rebirth. How is the research going? Hurts me to say it, but badly. So much time and so much time came and went, and we still haven't found any solution. When we're sure that the machine isn't damaged in any way, it was tested many times. Even then, we still continue to test all components in its software. But the problem is probably in the actual process of rebirth. What aspects of process are you focusing on now? Richard thinks that he can only use scientific subjects as donors, but he's trying to find out such subjects. I just hope that he'll come up with some results soon. Any results testing his theories cost the lives of too many donors, and what terrifies me even more is the possibility that only an individual with specific distinctive aspects can be successfully reborn. Hopefully Eric will soon disprove that theory. What aspect of the process are you focusing in on the long term? In the long term, we dedicate ourselves to research on an auxiliary substance that is being pumped into the body during the process of rebirth. Its effect is similar to the substance used in Stimpaks. For instance, it's highly modified and lethal when pure. Only aided by the machine, it can start a specific regenerative process. In the worst case scenario, it's possible that the substance was contaminated and finding the original composition will take lots of time, given that there is no documentation. Why does it take so long? Please realize that we got no documentation nor any data, and since we don't know what the problem is, we have to analyze indeed everything. It's as if we're reinventing the whole process of rebirth, including the machine. Why is it that you got no documentation? Everything was erased, probably via virus or due to a computer failure, even though the closure of the rest of the complex was without problems. It's also possible that it was erased on purpose during the closure for safety reasons, so the data couldn't be stolen. Given the mood of the world back then and Vault-Tech's tendency towards secrecy, it's quite possible. Were you in the group of people that came here first after the Savior? Yeah, I was among those who led the group of people here. The only thing we knew was that this place exists and that they conducted research of radiation and mutation treatment here. We didn't even know how for we didn't we but we didn't know how far they got with their research and if we could find the complex. We just had a vague hope, but it was at least something. Now it's probably even worse. Now we know that we can cure everyone, but we still can't figure out how. Xavier was already here? At first, we thought that the complex was empty, all the equipment was intact, and dead bodies of the people who worked here. I'll be right back for just 2 minutes. Sorry, one moment. Should be just actually like a minute and a half, maybe. Yeah, this song makes me want to play New Vegas again. I think one day, though I don't know, because I want to play the remaster one, because there's been like talks of remasters. Someday, I'm hoping that I can play the Tale of Two Wastelands, where they combine Fallout 3 and New Vegas into one game. I've heard it's really easy to become OP though, so I don't. It's kind of rough, and I kind of miss turn-based stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe once the remasters come out, they'll make a Tale of Two Wastelands with the graphics of the remasters. That would be super cool. Okay, I'm good. I'm golden. Let's get it. Let's see. Where was I? It wasn't a nice sight to see, and on each level it was the same. Only the fifth level did it change. It took us a couple of days to get to the fifth level. The complex was running on as low power as possible, and all the elevators were blocked. On the fifth level, everything worked. The bodies were removed, and we met him. I don't know who was more surprised. He hadn't been here for a few weeks, not remembering anything from his past, not even his own name. He was interested in the machine and how happy we were when we found out that his goal was the same as ours, the rebirth for all. Even he didn't need it himself anymore. You surely know how it went after that. How'd you learn about the complex? Before the war, we worked for the Army on a classified project in the field of genetics. Vault-Tec ran this complex together with the Army, so we knew about it, but no details were. But no details. God damn it! I keep losing my spot. So we knew about it, but no details. We were useful enough for our employers to get reservation in a vault, even with our families. To get reservation in a vault was like to get a vouch for life. I couldn't decline something like that, especially when it applied to my wife and daughter as well. Not even 30 years passed before the ventilation gave up the ghosts. It let irradiated air leak into the vault. Those who didn't die from radiation or due to riots that started turned into ghouls. Some decided to stay in the vault, but the rest of us went searching for this place. It didn't make sense to stay, especially for me since I lost my wife and daughter there. Wait, have you worked by any chance in the army complex for Gemma? Yeah, I worked there on the main project. How do you know that? Do we know each other? We don't. I recently visited the base and saw your holographic recording. Yo, that was him? Yo ho ho ho, that's so cool. What the fuck? Oh, damn. Do you mean to say that the base is accessible? After the war, I stopped thinking about what was going on there. It didn't seem important, but do you know what they were researching there? Yeah, I'm afraid that one of the creatures escaped. Oh my god, it could be anywhere, laying eggs somewhere. Its offspring spreading out and killing. Damn project, I shouldn't have ever taken part in it at any cost. No wonder civilization destroyed itself. If it wasn't by using nuclear weapons, it would have been inevitable. It would have inevitably happened to some other way. What can be done about it? Shouldn't you tell somebody? No one would believe us, and besides, it would be useless. It would be useless. That creature could cross tens or hundreds of miles before settling somewhere. You can only hope that whoever confronts it will be strong enough. Jeff looks really crushed. You decide that you won't tell him what happened with the other exemplar of the killing of the creature. Let's change the subject. How's the research going? He's already said all of this. Were you the? Hmm. I'm interested if the current reborn know that they'll die as a result of rebirth. The Savior makes a selection, and if the said person doesn't know about it, we try to hide it from them. It's cruel, but they can live their last days without worries. Unfortunately, the 13th it can lead uh showed us what it can lead to in the opposite case. Until now, four of the reborn were well acquainted with the fact, yet they didn't refuse the process. It's an honor and another way to serve their rebirth. The annual rebirth incredibly raises morale, and what's more, we collect important data about the very process and its consequences. One person a year. What is that against so many who are killed in combat? Where are the living reborn? Normally, they'd work on this level while they're medically fit. Then they're moved to the sixth, where they receive quality core. They get good care, and with sedatives, they die painlessly due to escape of the 13th. The Savior ordered us to place the 11th and the 12th there immediately. The rest of the reborn had already died, except the Savior, of course. Wait, okay, got it. So like, so the sixth floor is specifically for people that have been rebirthed. How much comfort do they have on the sixth level? I'm sure that the Savior arranged the best care for them. I've never been there myself. To tell you the truth, I don't want to see them die. When I think about how they could have lived on if we already solved our problem, I don't feel very good. The best thing I can do is to not lose time and to keep trying so nobody else has to die like that. What if there is no solution? What if neither the machine nor the process of rebirth ever worked properly? Excuse me? How did you think of something like that? If you want to know, Thomas told me. What? How is he doing? Tell me, hurry, what do you know? When he left, mutant hunters got a hold of him. They rebirthed him so he would tell them that all he knew about the rebirth, but he didn't tell them much. When the hunters' base where Thomas was kept was captured by the super mutants, they couldn't help him anymore. He's dead. After he disappeared, some really nasty rumors started to surface, but I knew something must have happened to him. He never betrayed us. I knew him well from our time in the vault. He was a good man. He helped me overcome the loss of my wife and daughter. But why did he leave? As I said, he found out the machine never worked properly, so he went looking for me. In that case, he must be the 13th. I find it hard to believe, especially coming from a traitor. You still believe Thomas after everything that must have heard about him. They surely connected him to me and to the hunters. He was marked as a traitor just like me because it was convenient. You're right, you're Thomas's friend, and he always trusted you. So I will trust you too. I remember he was always telling me that I really should talk to Soldier or some other person unhampered by the knowledge of our problems. These people are supposedly overflowing with hope, and one can get a feeling that his work here does make sense. He smiles slightly. I've never done that. Forget it. What and how did Thomas find out? He found out and restored some files with the data about the machine. He found out that it never worked any better. The process of rebirth will never be absolutely successful. So the files indeed exist. One of Eric's assistants once spoke about them, but nothing was confirmed. I don't even know where that man works today. That's terrible. Everything what we've ever done was meaningless. So much debt on both sides and it was for nothing. The Savior is responsible, but we're his accomplices. Even if we haven't known that, we're all to blame still. Try to get over it. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I have to reply back on a message. It's hard to accept something like that. The Savior deceived us. Look, we just recently improved our estimates on how much time will pass until the cells decay after the process of rebirth. By conducting tests on the reborn ones, this data indicates that the Savior should be dead already. There's no way he could undergo the process and live until today. He couldn't have been a ghoul ever. He was always a normal human. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Maybe he is a normal human. So what are you gonna do now? What can I do? Nobody will believe me. Thomas knew that. I can't do anything. Now it's on you. I assume that it's the reason you're here. Please try your best so more people will die only if necessary. If you activate the self-destruction with an alarm, hopefully most of the people will evacuate themselves. But it would be good to somehow set the prisoners free as well. How do I activate the self-destruction? Only by using the main computer, which is accessible only through the commander's office, where you'll find none other than the Savior. Maybe instead of that, you could try to bring the reactor on blue to critical state, but it but count on that level being heavily guarded and the reactor having substantial security measures. Take my key from the storeroom. It's not much, but hopefully you'll find something useful there. I'm leaving. I have to make peace with myself. I'm weighed down with guilt. Goodbye, 13th, the last reborn. Goodbye. Damn. Crazy. I didn't even think of the Savior just being a normal human. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, if I mean, I guess I didn't connect the dot of like how long he had been here compared to like how long all this research has been going on. Because ghouls like live for a really long time, right? Ghouls are like the elves of Fallout, except that ghouls are ugly. Ugly. They got the ugly. Alright, let's check these. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And check this one down here. Did I use science on these already? I don't remember. Okay, there we go. Before we talk to the savior, we should go downstairs and see what's down here. So this is where all of the... I checked out your last visit. You won't fail me anymore. He attacks you. No, no fucking way, dude. Are you serious? No. Oh my god. Are you for realsies right now? What if I sneak? Dude, no way. Hold on. I want to do something really quick. Oh, I really hope I didn't have anyone else to talk to down here, or else that's basically the end game right here. Unless there's, I mean, I could try to find the global variable to maybe make it where I've only visited once, but I feel like that would be really difficult to find. I don't want to waste a bunch of time doing that. Let me try this first. Let's do add stealth. I'm gonna give myself a stealth boy. I'm gonna see if I can just stealth through this guy. No! What if, I mean, I'll look at the variables really quick, but I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on it. Okay, actually, before I do that, let's load before the floor that we actually did that through. It's still after. I'm pretty sure this is still after. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff since then. What floor is this? This is the first floor. Okay, right here. Let's see if any of these guys will talk. Hopefully they won't. That way I won't have to worry about redoing all of this. No! Fuck! God damn it. What are you bringing me here? It's gotta be something important. If they're sending someone instead of just sending a message, or maybe someone just can't use a computer. Who are you? Who am I? I'm Scott. You could say I'm in charge of all of this. Don't tell me you've wandered in here by accident. Here in a guarded area. I have, in fact. I came to check on you. Hey boys, this girl's here to check up on us, so pants down so we don't keep her waiting. He yells at the other ghouls, but they continue doing their work, ignoring the joke. What do you want to check out here? If something went wrong here, the guys up there would notice right away. Don't tell someone's light bulb went out and they're blaming us. I want to see this pants stand, move it. I'm interested in the safety of the reactor. What would be the simplest way to make it explode? You don't get many visitors here, do you? What are you babbling about? Every evening we throw wild parties, a lot of horny chicks and come over, and on our lucky days we get Savior as a VIP. Great, I'll join you tonight. You're not invited, we're full. The demand is enormous and there's waiting period for several years already. What do you think? Besides the fact that only a handful of people have access here, you know very well the glowing ones aren't really welcome among the others. Oh, these are glowing ones. Moreover, they think we're only good for keeping this place running, since everything runs automatically around here and things just need to be overseen. Why do the others think you're no good for anything else? Most glowing ones have their bodies in the utmost possible state of decomposition. They're glad they're still moving. That's not my case, though. I'm still as fresh as a rosebud. I wouldn't mind running around the outside, catching the smooth skins. But try waylaying someone when they can see you from miles off. Well, I'm content anyways, as long as they say the rebirth will be possible for us too. We should even stop glowing then. I mean, it wouldn't be proper being a smooth skin, still glowing like a street lamp. Does anyone here have the qualifications for the work? Sure, we're all graduated nuclear physicists. The truth is, I know a thing or two. I used to work in a nuclear plant before the war. I've also passed a few bits of wisdom around, like what to do when the radioactive waste gets into your underpants and so on. Haha. How'd you become a ghoul? Best moment of my life. Me and my girlfriend Lex, we used to have our favorite place, no people, beautiful view of the city. We used to lie in the grass. It was still green and fragrant back then. We were just in the middle of stuffing the old turkey when the ground when the ground shook. At first I thought, damn, I could be really good, but then everything exploded. An enormous blaze enveloped us, burning our bodies just as it came. The fuck? Orgasm and pain combined into an amazing, unimaginable ecstasy. It was perfect. I doubt the rebirth will be anywhere near that experience. What about Lex? She died during the thing. I'm not sure if it was from much satisfaction or pain. But she didn't miss it. She didn't miss much. It wasn't good afterwards. Irradiated ash was falling everywhere. People on the streets were dying in agony, were killing each other if they were still up for it. Tell me, why do the others think you're no good for anything else? Most glowing ones have their bodies in the utmost possible state of decomposition. He's already said that. Why is the access to the sixth level restricted? I'd like to think people take our work seriously, and that as a result, the access to the reactor is restricted. But the true reason is that Brian and his people are guarding something very rare next to us. It's top secret, pretty much for everybody. The Savior's orders, I guess, they're sitting on a golden egg or something. They're guarding something. Okay, got it. You shouldn't be asking about that. So you know what's in there? Oh, come on, I'm not gonna make an omelet for that golden egg. Why do the others think you're only, anything? It's my job to be a tour guide when I have a free moment. The reactor tourism season starts soon. I'm interested in the safety of the reactor. Yeah, if someone was looking for a deadly fireworks shown here, the easiest way would be to destroy the cooling device. We got the 602 version. It automatically provides cooling for the reactor, monitors temperature, and regulates it accordingly. An amazing thing. There's no need to even check it. But without it, there would be no cooling, and without no cooling, all we could say would be hasta la vista, baby. That's why it's properly locked up in the room next to the reactor behind the door, and that even I don't have a key for. Or they could destroy the reactor's central computer, but they wouldn't be able to get to it. Of course, the only way they could damage it is if they got the maintenance robot to crash into it hard enough. But the robot's sufficiently secured so it doesn't even bump into anything. You could go ahead and try crashing it without worrying about heating things up between us. How come it isn't possible to reach the main computer? Because it's in the reactor room, its doors are sealed, and even plastic explosives wouldn't make more than a dent in them. Everything inside is highly radioactive. You might find that strange, but the reactor's constructors didn't expect it would be run by some ghouls who don't really mind radiation and could easily service it manually. I guess that's all he says. I mean, he didn't really technically have anything new, so maybe we could just skip that. But we are not able to come back in here at all. Let me just check some of these computers. That's so annoying, dude. Notification: because of the botched work of technicians, the majority of systems of Red 4 were connected to these two generators. Generator number 1 to your left powers everything in the lab and its surroundings. Generator number 2 to your right powers the rest of the rooms. By switching off one of the generators, half of the level will be without power, which could lead to problems because of our involuntary smooth-skinned guests. That's why I have programmed a couple of security protocols preventing the generators from being so easily switched off. It's just to be sure we don't take it as distrust to our reliability. So we can't go in here, right? That's not a thing. Uranium nuclear reactor service terminal status. Okay. Command the service, eject control routes, command service robot. Standard cooling system maintenance, thermal shielding, pole maintenance, central computer maintenance. Move on to the reactor. Can I go in here? It's locked. Can I lockpick this? Oh my god. Carrie doesn't even have her power armor yet. Oh my god, we're so far back. I'm probably gonna not worry about it. I could compare the two save games, see which one, like as far as the global variables, I could just compare them back and forth. Fuck, I jammed it. Come on. I hate that I can't push W. It's making my hand hurt. I don't think I can lockpick this door. Oh my god, just can you please click the door? I want to try something. What number did I load? 59. What? Shit. Loaded the wrong one. Why the fuck is this not working? What? 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 Hold on. This isn't working correctly. Oh, I see. I just need to click on it. I don't have to push load. Okay, now it should be good. There we go. I just want to see what this says. The automatic regulation works without any issues. The core temperature is normal. Thank you for using the fully self-sufficient reactor cooling device. 602 made by Watts Electronics. Is that all it says? Reactor cooling device Watts Electronics in perfect condition. This is probably just to blow it up. Can't open this, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Wait, did we already talked to these guys, right? Hey, ease there. If anyone's going to be taking off their pants, it'll be the presence of a lady doctor in the appropriate state of decomposition. But you sound like a decent girl. Why don't you take your clothes off so I can see what you got under them? Lama. Okay, I just wanted his name so I can. So I could just I feel like there's gotta be a way to get in here, right? I talked to these guys already, didn't I? Okay, so this is just all reactor. I don't understand why I just can't get in here. I'm gonna do a temp save here. Fuck. See a man in a blue jumpsuit. Small remains of his yellow color indicate that number was written on its back. These are just all guards. Okay, whatever. I think what we're gonna do. Hold on, when did I save here? This is after talking to this guy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just make a new save here. I'm gonna look at the editor just for a moment and just gonna compare a couple. Can I open a second instance of this? I can. Great. So I can put them side by side. And then we're gonna do number 58. And then this new one. We're gonna go to global variables side by side here. I'm gonna go down towards the bottom and look at a few differences here. I'll just do it really quick. Yeah, I see some differences here. Vault 16 status. Those are fine. Geoff known. I think I found something. I Geoff known is off here. And then Richard known. So I do know Richard on the side here. I gotta go back to our Richard because he's also the one that helps repair the robot. Oh my God, I have a lot of stuff here. Um, let's see. James known, Chris known. That's Forget Cecilia, Gauss rifle. That's the Gauss rifle one. I got the free quest thing. Max registration. Okay, okay. Eric known, Daryl. These are just people that I've met. Gemma dude escaped. It's one there, that's fine. Then we've got a couple of twos at 21. 7, a 5, a 2, 6, 3, 6, negative 6, 1, 1. Okay, this is now getting into just stuff that I've already done. Just checking through these. Yeah, the rest of this is just stuff I've done. What if we go like towards the top? Mm, yeah, it's all the bottom. Um, yeah, it's all gonna be stuff at the bottom. All right, so any obvious ones? Let me just check. Okay, so the first one is here. I'm gonna make actually another extra save. 197. Okay, so I saw one here. Number status, what's its status? 63. It's Richard known. Number 960. This one is on. And then the Pajama, Jeff is known. These are just known people though, not really anything about. Well, maybe it depends on what is the name of this. What's the name of this guy down here? It's Brian. Let's look for a Brian. Fuck, there's no Brian. God damn it. Let's go back to 160. Let's see. This is just the prisoners. Damn, I was really hoping it would be the Brian thing. Max registration. That's when I registered my name. Last used name. Hmm. And these are just people known. Geometry escaped. Gemma status. Yeah, I think everything else above that is just stuff from other places. Yeah, it's basically from here down. What if it's one of these? Let me zero out some of these maybe. Maybe it's one of them. What are we at? 931. I'm gonna go from 931 down. So I'll put this one as 0. 933 down. So this one's 0, 0, 0. Up until last name used. So let's not be registered. Last name used is at 2. I'll switch that to 2. Fergus is in 0. Chris is known as fine. Cecilia, 0. Gauss rifle, we'll do 0 as well, and the Gauss rifle just in case. No, let's just not mess with them because that one I'm sure that one's fine. 944 is 0. James is 0. I'll do the 0 for the prisoner. Wait, fuck. 956. Wait, I do have that one on though, but not Geoff. We'll do Geoff 0. Richard known 0. And looks like that's it. Why did this get smaller? What the fuck? One three eight nine nine four. 1389994. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's try this and see how it goes and see if any of these are the one. Let's test it. Yeah, no, it's none of those. It is none of those. Okay, I got one last idea. One last idea. If it's none of these, I'm just gonna move on. Let's load this one. We're going to wait, we're already down here though. No, I gotta load one like before I came down here. This one. Okay, so this one. This one's fine. We're gonna make a new temp save here. New temp 1. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna talk to this guy. And we're gonna save here again. We're gonna make new temp 2. Done. And then I'll add this so it's not as boring. And then we're going to load. Well, let's refresh here and refresh here. We're going to load new temp 1 here. And then we're going to load new temp 2 here. And we're going to compare these two. We'll start from the bottom because it seems like the stuff from the bottom is what's the most recent stuff. Okay, so far it looks about the same. I can actually probably do this, make it a little bit easier. Let me line them up a bit better here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so far everything looks the same. Or 103, we're going to bring this up here to this one, and then 103, we're going to bring this down this one so they line up. Make sure they do. There we go. All right, let's keep checking. Everything looks the same. We're going to bring 971 down here, 971 down here. So far, everything looks the same. 938, 138. Okay, same. It may not be a global variable. It may be like an event. I've never actually messed with events. I've only ever messed with like global variables. So if it is an event, we may be SOL 5263126 -6 95323. We already went past the part on the bottom, so pretty sure we're not gonna find it, but we'll just make a quick sweep. Oops. Let's see. 4 2 3 5 2 3 1 2 2 1 1 88. 805 here. Yeah, everything looks the same. It's probably some type of event or something. Yeah. Okay. 771. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think we should just move on probably. 1324432. Couple 122s there. I want it finding Vic. Everything's the same there. 2 1s there. 220 there. A 3 here. A 9 there. 2 -1s. A bunch of 1s here. And then a 101. Yeah, I don't see anything different. Okay, so it's not under, is it events? I've never messed with these events, but um, game time event. I don't know what this is. Glowing ghoul. Oh, this is probably because I was downstairs, probably. Wait, what if, wait, I got an idea. What if because this guy has a, hold on. Brian. Brian, do you have anything I can edit from you? The object. Add class tough guard, no talking, change. Oh, what did I do? Oh, it's because I have to close this. Scripts. Would there be anything different, I guess? I wouldn't know what I'd be doing there. Wait, flag seen? Maybe? Because this is the one on the right after I talked to him, right? He's watching you. What if I change that and then save here? And we'll try that. You have your orders. Okay, never mind. Wait, it didn't save. Save. It keeps putting it back on. Like light through. Maybe that's not what I think it is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Oh, wait, here we go. Wait, maybe this is it. Speech 1? Maybe it's this. If I can go over to Brian on this one, I can check. Let's see, floors. So he's in floor 6. Brian's right here, global variables. No, it's the same still. Talk to. Yeah, everything looks the same. I don't see any differences. I guess we could delete him and then we can add him back on later. Because we know we did figure out how to do that. Is there anything different here? No. Wait, there is. This is different. Can I edit this? Local variable. What if I set this back to 0 and save? Hey, we figured it out. Let's fucking go. Okay. We got it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna load this untouched one. I'm gonna go down here. I'm going to save here. 110, 110 new. I'm actually gonna make 2 of them, just in case I fuck up one of those. 101 new. We're gonna close one of these. I'm going to refresh. Let's load this one. We're gonna go to here. Brian, we're gonna go. This guy will attack us right off the bat, right? Let me just double check. This is for 110 Neo. Let me make sure that I do get attacked right off the bat. I should. Fucking move, please. Okay, great. He does attack me. So we're going to set this to 0. Save. We're gonna load that one. Then he shouldn't attack me anymore. Ah, we did it! Let's go. We're learning so much from this run. Holy fucking shit. Let me delete this stuff. Extra capture. Damn, dude, we're figuring out so much shit in this mod is it's crazy. Actually, so that's actually really helpful with a lot of problems that we ran into before. I wish I would have figured that out earlier in my Fallout career, but well, it's fine. Okay, so let's see. I can say I'm Geoff. If I say I'm Geoff, nice try. I'll find out who you really are. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, dude, we figured out how to reset characters now. So now if we do something stupid like that, we can just reset them again. It's under the local scripts, not a global variable. I mean, it makes sense for it to be a local script, right? What if I say, what are you guarding here? Okay, calm down. Now I wish I could get these guys. Wait, a man? How did I not see this guy here before? Let's talk to these guys first. Yeah, that saved me so much time. Holy shit. I'm not reading this obviously because I've already gone through all of these. Cool, yeah, we figured out how to reset NPCs. Stogies. Alright, and then doesn't have... Yeah, okay. I edited my lockpicking earlier just so I could get through here. I didn't want to have it continue to be lockpicked. Well, that does mean now I have to stay here and finish doing whatever I'm doing in here. Let me lockpick here. You cannot get there. Was this guy always here? God damn it. Did I not save after unlocking this door? I guess I didn't. I want to see what's in here really quick. Dynamite. Do all of these guys attack me? Yep. I wonder... This body keeps moving every time I load. No, it moved here. Hmm. There's gotta be a reason why. Hold on, let me look at one thing real quick. I want to see if these guys are scripted at all. Let me refresh here. Look at one. Set up this map really quick. Oh, guard, 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 guard. Okay, these are just guards. Hold on a second. Is there a way to turn off a guard being hostile? I don't think so. Oh, wait, team ID. No, maybe we should not be messing with this anymore. Let me try this real quick. Fuck! I didn't mean to open a second instance of. Oh, I didn't open a second one. Okay, great. Let me make a temp here. I want to delete this guard. You cannot delete an object containing sub-items. Well, I gotta delete his sub-items first. Okay, we removed the guard. Let's remove this one too. I'll remove this guard as well. I'll delete this one too. And this one. Okay, let's save there. Okay, guards are gone. Let's see what these guys have to say in here. What's going on? Who are you? You're a reborn, right? Yeah, I'm the 12th, and you could see that if only the number on my back wasn't already worn out. He points to a man laying on the floor, and he's the 11th. I'm the 13th. 13th? Had my stand here left a mark on me so strong that you didn't recognize me? What are you doing here, actually? You know, at first I hated you because I ended up here after your escape. But now I understand why you did it. I should have done it too, when I still had the chance. I lost my memory. Maybe you can help me recall a few things. You came back, you got past and past all these guards, answering a few of your questions is the least I can do. How did you become a reborn? The whole affair about prestigious rebirth for the best of us is fancy nonsense. I'm sure you already know this. The Savior chooses completely differently. I worked in Eric's research team while going through the original data that was left here by scientists of Vaultec. I found something odd, remains of some thoroughly deleted data. Even Eric didn't have any idea what's its existence. I started to do some research. I tried to restore the deleted data, and that's when I was chosen. Even though I knew I wouldn't have much time left after the rebirth, I didn't mind. I was happy that my rebirth was going to come so soon, and I felt incredibly honored that I was chosen and that I could increase the morale of all the people in the rebirth. Oh god, how stupid I was. I was on deleted files. I let it slip out of my head because of my rebirth, and then I was switched to do other work until I forgot about all of it. Only here I could think about it more. We keep the fact that the machine is broken in secret from others, but I'm telling you that the Savior must be keeping something secret from all of us. What did you mean that you ended up here because of me? Normally they lock you in here when it seems that the rebirth will start to show negative effects. Everybody thinks that we're taking good care of here and that we're going to finish our lives here painlessly. But the truth is that we're glad when we even get something to eat, and they're interested in us only when they need to take samples from us for testing. They locked us up here immediately after your escape, just to be on the safe side. The 10th was already here. We watched him die in pain. It was several hours later when they took his body. How did the 11th become a reborn? He didn't have a clue. I asked him about it for so long that I finally found out. He worked as a computer technician with the access only to yellow levels. When he was chosen to become a reborn, out of all the people, he was the most surprised. What exceptional deeds he have done for the rebirth, right? He inadvertently got a hold of some scientific report, from which he could deduce quite a lot about what was going on in the red levels. If only he could understand the report. But for the Savior, even that was enough to choose him. Poor man, only in his filthy jail he learned that the rebirth means an early, painful death. Can we help him in any way? Only to grant him a quick death, to relieve him of his pain. His body has been literally falling apart for more than a week, and it'll take a couple more days before he finally dies. I need to get this straight. Can you repeat some things? Will you help me? I'm sorry, but I won't let my chance slip again. The chance to quickly kill myself while I still have the strength to do that. He rolls up his sleeve on his right hand and exposes a large section of his arm with no skin, revealing just pulsating muscle. The decomposition of his cells already started. I can do it now, thanks to you. You gave me the resolve and the means. I'll take a gun from the guards. I would like to be alone doing it. I wish you good luck. Put a good use of what time you have left. Goodbye. So this is the 11th reborn. Okay, so they just basically off themselves. Okay, well, at least we know. At least we know now. We don't have to like be curious about it. I don't care as much about all the editing here at the end because we're basically done with the game, right? And I just like want to make sure I go through all the loose ends that I maybe would have missed if I did it the wrong way. I don't know how else to come in here, like without being attacked, obviously. So I just wanted to see, because if I came in here and they attacked me, I didn't want the prisoners to also attack me. And I don't know how to remove hostility, and I don't want to bother to look. So don't they want to die? What if I just kill them? My aim is blocked. I was killed. He also died. Did that give me I don't think that gave me any karma, did it? Damn, we're at 717. Jesus Christ. This guy was also doing the same thing that Ghoul was happening that one time in the Super Mutant base, but we didn't have to reset him, luckily. Because we were close enough to his body where it actually let us talk to his body. I mean, so that's basically all it's left to do down here. There really isn't anything else, so we could, looks like we could just move on. You have your orders, Templar. Okay. Well, hold on. Well, fuck. I should have done all the quests before I came in here. I may have to reset this guy one more time. Let's go finish all the quests that we can here before we go do this last one. So we still need to fix the robot. We need to find Richard. Help the prisoner escape with violence, deactivate number 1, or help the prisoner escape quietly by deactivating number 2. I say we start from the top, work ourselves down again, and then finish everything up. I still don't know. I don't remember who Richard is, but I know he's further up. You may not pass. Lamau. Okay, you are Chris. Oh, also, I think we may be able to get new equipment from new names we found, right? Fergus? I don't have anything for you. Leonard. Don't have anything for you. I think for the rest, I see that you really like Cat's Paw. There's some interesting articles in it. Yeah, sure. What if I go get him some Cat's Paws? Chris? Okay, that's fine. Let's keep looking for Richard for now. I'll bring him some Cat's Paws later. You don't have anything new, do you? Wait, do you have anything new? Fergus? Nope. He's gotta be like somewhere within these next few levels. I think if I also have higher science, I can hack myself into for supplies. Ghoul. This is Daryl. Jess. That's Cecilia up there. I've talked to Richard. I just don't remember which one Richard is. Let's go up to the first floor really quick. This is Trammell. This is Leonard. This is a ghoul. Let me save here again. Yeah, I would need a higher. I think I need higher science for that check. It's fine. I don't care. Let's just keep going. Let's try... We've checked everyone here. Maybe let's try the 4th floor. Chris. We also haven't found out how to do this, like the Mr. Handy thing. Okay, let's try the 4th floor. Is there any Richards in here? Oh, there's Richard right there. I'm fucking dumb. So this is the guy that's supposed to let me repair the robot. Oh, but he doesn't give me any option. Maybe there is no option. Let me check a look at the guide real quick and see what the guide says as well. Fallout 1.5 to-do list. Let me go down to Rebirth. Here we go. Let me see if there's anything. How many across I have on? Wait, what? Repair the security bot? Where? Huh? Hold on. I think I need to go back up. Repair the security bot. Is there any security bot? Well, let's go back up first because I know I have to go up there first for sure. This is talking about a different security bot. Is it one of these? No. We might have to stop at each level and talk to each robot. Wait, no, I think it's the second level where the cafeteria is at, right? And then that will also complete this one too. As soon as you disconnect the motivator, the robot shuts down. So that does give me a robot motivator. And then we could probably turn this in here. I disabled the robot, it won't bother you anymore. Well, at least it won't make any more senses around here. Damn tin can. I was supposed to make that job easier, so now you have time to answer a few questions. Well, just don't think I can start to slack off. Anyway, you won't learn shit from me. I just take care of the kitchen. Well, everybody has to come here to eat. I'm sure you've heard a lot of conversations here. What if you told me what people are talking about here? I ain't used to gossip, and I hear quite a lot of stuff around here. I suppose I can tell you a few things. Speak them. Most of the talking is about the 13th. They still haven't caught that damn traitor. But there are some rumors that her buddy Thomas turned tail recently because they learned that he helped the 13th get out. But maybe it's all just a load of shit and Thomason's on the 5th level doing his science stuff or whatever he does there. We people without authorization to red levels don't know shit about it. What else did you hear? Maybe I'll bump into Eric taking a break somewhere around here. He's a scientist. He's got direct access to the machine. Well, that's nice and all, but it ain't reason to be cocky and irritating. Darrow, who's recovering from a serious injury, stays in one of the rooms on this level. He's a great warrior, and his men are said to have killed a lot of hunters and caught a bunch of normies, but just recently they came across some enemies that outnumber them and got beaten up pretty badly. There's this guy who just came in with some woman, still got no job assigned to him. He's got all the time in the world to annoy me. He said he's called Rene and that he used to cook or something like that. So he thinks he knows it all, and that he has the right to give me lectures. I would gladly let him work here for a couple of days so he could see it's not as easy as he imagines. But in that case, everybody will go fucking hungry. Okay, that's it. Great. Some interesting info. So we got a motivator now for some type of robot. Why is this guy standing like this? Let's start with checking the first level, I suppose. We'll just talk to each robot on our way down. Is there any... I don't see any robots here. Mutt, god damn it. Oh, there's the one over here. Is this the one? This robot's not operational. Apparently it's missing components. Find out which components are missing. Without appropriate knowledge of technical blueprints for this robot, you're unable to determine how exactly it works, and hence you cannot tell which components are missing. How do we get the blueprints? Hack access. Oh, here we go. Again, Cecilia sent me a reminder that the service robot in the canteen is broken. She just has to wait a little more. The requisition for commissioning of additional security robots is much higher priority. I've been working on it for quite some time. I was able to connect 6 robots into the grid, but I still have one that will take a lot of work. CPU card is fried, the motivator is missing, and the minigun was removed pretty clumsily. Damn it, just to search for the parts will be a lot on my nerves. I better take some time off first. Nobody will be furious because of one security robot. Search through the rest of the log to see if there's something interesting in it. To read through a log is a waste of time. The entries are written with a big time guessing, consistent mostly of complaints about the amount and difficulty of work. It looks like Robert spent some time slacking than actually working. Search technical diagrams for security robots. The diagrams are detailed. They give you a complete description of a whole security robot, but you can't understand a lot of important sections. Search the records for missing parts of the security robot. Programmable CPU card 9 found in a computer lab. Level red 4 motivator not found. Minigun Rockwell 16 items found in a storeroom. Level 3 yellow. Programmable CPU cards 9 items found in a computer lab. Level red 4. So we need to go to level red 4. And then stop at the storeroom. I wonder if that's because we don't have enough attempt to install motivator. Wait. According to Robert's journal, it's missing a CPU card, a motivator, and a minigun. Thanks to the schematic, you can determine where those parts would go. However, you aren't certain how to install them. Attempt to install motivator. While you were randomly wiring cables together, there was an electrical discharge to the motivator, which fused it completely, and you have sustained a mild electrical shock in your hand. Wait, did I break it? I think I broke it. I think I need more repair. Oh shit. Okay, we need to go back upstairs again. I think I need to try to get one more level for repair. I'm gonna go do that really fast. I don't know. What level were we in? Were we in number 2? No. Well, we gotta get the motivator from this guy anyways. We're gonna go here, and go to number 1. Ah, here we go. How did I miss this room like 20 times? Okay, so let's go to level red number 4, and then we'll stop at the yellow 3 for the supply. And then we'll try to get one more level. We're 9,000 away. We could probably stop by and do a few ghoul runs. And probably get enough. And then I might have to, if we don't get the minigun in, if we don't get the minigun here, then we'll have to just go buy one, I guess. That shouldn't be hard. He doesn't have anything. I will bring some cat's paws and see if maybe he'll trade us in for a minigun or something. Let's go to number 4 here. There's apparently some type of card. Programmable card or something. CPU card. I have no idea where we could find it, but maybe talking to one of these guys. Let's save again. Oh wait, I got an idea. What about this computer over here? Here we go. CPU card for security robot. Searching, connecting. CPU card is ready to program. A window for inscription and programming language is opened. Program the card so the robot reacts only to your voice. The inscriptions of the program successful. Disconnecting the card, ejecting the card from the slot number 2. Take the card and leave. Cool. Okay, so we got that. And then I guess we're gonna have to go buy a gun, a minigun. Let's start. Let's go up to set it. I'll grab a minigun. Well, I can also grab some cat's paws and see if he'll trade me out for a minigun. And then I'll stop by some ghouls, ghoul encounters really fast, and we could probably get an encounter pretty quick. At least a few encounters, because each of them should give me like more than 1,000 for sure, and just a few. I mean, I think I can get up to like 3,000. So that'll only be like uh, three stops, right? Let's go get some cat's paws just to be sure. Here's one ghoul patrol, easy. I probably should have electronic card with a robot CPU. It's programmed. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to use this. I could probably use these two. Let me. $47. Nice, nice, nice. Holy fuck. What weapon is this guy holding? Oh, damn it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to burst him. Ooh, holy fuck. I'm gonna die here. That's unfortunate. That's annoying. From full health too. Wait, did I hold on. I didn't put on my minigun. There we go. Save here. That would have been a good chunk of experience for sure. Let's see if we can do this one. I have to move all the way to here and waste a bunch of points. I can get one shot. Holy shit, let's go. I could probably move here. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Space for AC. Oh, fuck. The mutt took 83. Oh shit. Run, mutt, run. Run, you little mutt. God damn it, dude. We're gonna have to just shoot him normally here. There we go. I missed. Okay, that gave me 1,500. That's pretty good. We could probably do a few of these. Let's see if they have anything worth anything. Okay, let's go. I'm not gonna pick up any other guns because we don't need caps anymore. We should have a bunch of cat's paws, I believe. Could probably pick up some more macrofusion cells for that Gatling laser I got as well. Yeah, we have a lot. Can we put some stuff away? We could grab rockets, maybe. That's good enough. Alright, cat's paws. Here's 4 cat's paws. I'm surely it's gotta be enough, right? Do I have an extra minigun? I don't think I got an extra minigun. I may have to just go buy one. Oh, we got an extra minigun. Let's go. Okay, let's go back. I'll check and see if we even need that much repair. I'm pretty sure we do, but I'll double check first. I'll check and see if I'll save before attempting to put the parts in it. If it fails every time, it just means we definitely needed more repair. I mean, 1500 per encounter should go by pretty quick. Let's do this one. Nice, nice. 95. Nice. Let's go. How much? How much? Is that 101? Let's do this. Let's just attack him with these here. Yeah, damn, 4 shots. Let's go. Uh, 1200, pretty good. These guys are getting massacred. Which are we at? Oh, we're like 5,000 away. We're basically there. Let's check first and see if we can just do it right off the bat. I'll save me some time if I can. Nope. 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 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, we have to have more repair. Let's go see if he takes the cat's paw. I'm just curious. I see you really like cat's paw. Oh, he doesn't take our cat's paw. Boo. Okay, well I'm gonna drop these because I don't need any of them then. Alright, let's go get the last level. Wait, is there anything we can do for experience here? Give me just a second. Pack weapon upgrading, Mr. Handy. It'll upgrade Swan Big Guns. How do I do that? Let me see. Hmm. Okay. How do I... Is there a way to do that? How do I get this robot to let me... Science? I can't even reach him. I don't know. Let's just go get the low. Oh, going the wrong way. Yeah, with our weapons, it should buy pretty quick. I love how I'm just like leaving robes around everywhere. Just chilling. Chilling that chill. Alright, we'll stay at the bottom for good encounters. Oh. Bunk. Oh my god, 50. I may die here actually. I'm gonna use an Ultra Stim Pack. I wanna see how much they heal me. Holy fuck, that was a lot. That's crazy. God damn. How much life is he at? 70? I'm just gonna finish you off at this. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Lystra, don't die please. Go, Mutt, go. Get him, Mutt, get him. I could stand here and try to get all three. Fuck it, let's do it. Nice! That was a good choice. Nice-oo, nice-oo. And then we'll finish off this guy here. Oh god, Lystra's taking a lot of damage. He's at 49, we could finish this guy off. Let's get closer just in case. There we go. 1500, baby. Let's rest until we're healed. While we're here, might as well. Explore a little bit while we're doing this. Can I get ghouls, please? There we go. Oh, no, no, no. I almost left click there. I meant to do this. Nice. So, if I take 4 steps here, I'll have one more shot. He's at 123. I think I'd rather have 2 on him directly. Get him down faster. Nice, nice, nice. It's gonna burst our guy for sure. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice. We got 1200 from that. Should be just a few more and then we're all good to go. Oh, didn't mean to take that. Let's go. We need like 1 or 2 more encounters and then we're good to go. It's going faster than I thought it would. Rule patrol easy. Oh, but Mutt's probably nah, we're good. Let's do the thing. Oh fuck. God damn it, Mutt, you piece of shit. Fucking Mutt. He literally stands at the worst spot every single time. Never fails. Nice, nice. Fucking Mutt, dude. That's fine. Surprised nobody's died from that flamer yet? Nice, nice. 1500. Should be 1 more and then we're good to go. Yeah, we just need 1 more. Let me heal really quick. Oh, we got it! We got a we got a we got a level from healing from using Dr. Lamau. Well, we don't need any more heal then. Well, maybe I should. Ah, fuck. Oh, everyone's already healed. I don't know why it was taking longer. Anything new by chance? Nope. But if I tag repair, how much does that give me? Oh my god, it gives me a lot. Well, let's see if with the points that we have, let's see if that's enough to get the robot to work. If it is, then I won't have to use my perk and anything related to get more skill points for repair. If it doesn't, then I'll have to use the perk to use towards skill points for the repair. What's down over here? Let me save again here. 122. Cancel that. Let's put everything in repair here. Okay, is 110 enough? No. Let's just tag it. That way I won't have to worry about it. Well, no, we have to tag it. If I get any other perk that like doesn't go towards it, then there's no really point. Unless here now. I don't think here now works correctly though. Well, actually, here now is pretty good because we're not gonna get another level by the time we finish. So that way it'll give me the advantage of getting more hit points from the level. Yeah, let's actually yeah, actually here now is perfect. Yeah, and then we got repair for days, baby. And then we got an extra 18 points. That should be enough. We'll use the 18 points for something else if we need an extra repair. What? Is this science? That's gotta be. Is it really science? And I'll put the rest in repair, I guess. I don't understand. What what other check could it be? Dude, what other check could it be? Um, is it like science and repair? Will this work? I don't understand. Okay, what does this guide say? You'll get the minigun from the armory or possibly have one on you. The motivator can be retrieved from Mr. Handy in the cafeteria. The CPU card from level 4. If you have high skills required for all this, you'll get an extra robotic companion. What high skills? Dude, they're, what? I, oh my god. Okay, let's try this. Let's try here now again. And then we're gonna go tag. I'll start with repair again, and then even bring it up above 200%. It's literally 200. You cannot get higher than that. Okay, let's try science maybe. Science is even over 232. What the fuck? Dude, I don't understand what this is asking me. Is it big guns? Maybe it's big guns. No. Okay, what if I just max out all of my fucking skills, I guess? Hold on, let me make a temp save. Let me refresh. Let me make actually a second temp save. Yeah, I'm gonna max out all my skills. Max skills. Okay, they're all 999. Save. They're literally all maxed out. I swear to God. What? While you're randomly wiring cables, I don't understand. Can you not get this thing anymore? Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Never mind, I figured it out. You have to go into the computer first and then figure that out. Okay, I think now I go here now for the free life, and then we're gonna tag here. We're gonna do repair. Let's keep the points there. There we go. They give you a complete description of a whole security robot. You think you can now restore the disabled security robot back to a working state, providing you have the missing parts. Okay, now we should be good. Install the CPU card. Oh, well, according to Robert's journal, it's missing the CPU card, motivator, and minigun. Thanks to schematics, you're able to determine where these parts should be installed and how to install them. CPU card. It wasn't easy, but eventually you managed to successfully install the CPU card. While doing that, you notice there's an extra card installed in the control system acting as a safeguard. It seems it seems to make sure the robot doesn't leave the complex under any circumstance. Even when its controls have been altered, the card is wired such a way that you need to leave it in place because the robot would not function without it. Install motivator. You have effortlessly installed the motivator. Mount to install the minigun. You have mounted and installed the Rockwell CZ53 minigun. Activate the robot. It's in setting. So command. Yeah, we got a new companion. Let's go, baby. Uses energy weapons. That's strange. Robo rocket launcher. Hit points 120. It's got 9 AP. Burst. Should probably be like careful not to hit me. Runaway never. Weapon preference none, I guess. It's range, right? Ranged. Distance on your own, whoever's closest, and clean. Okay, we got a robot. Let's go. Lister, do you have anything to say about this? Which escape plan for the rebirth captives do you think is better? Obviously, one that doesn't require blood to be spilled. I think those prisoners have a fair chance of getting out without being noticed or fighting. Just please be aware that turning off any of their generators will be anything but inconspicuous. We'll set the rest of the rebirth that doesn't already know about us at our heels, but I think it's a risk worth taking up for the rescue of so many innocent lives. I have another question, of course. I think also the guys at the bottom, the guards, I think those are you probably do get to talk to the guys after you, like the 12th and 13th, after you kill those guards, but it's whatever. It's fine. We're gonna kill all the other guards anyways. It's not like those few will make a difference. And if we really wanted to, we could do, like add them back in, but it's whatever. It's just they're not like scripted or anything, so it doesn't matter. Scripted to like say anything important or like lore wise, I guess. Second piece. All right, let's we got a robot. Let's go. Let's go, robot. Follow us, little robot. What else do we have? We just have the escape plans now. We have some extra points as well if needed. I could not figure out what to do with coal. We can still do this, though I think this robot leaves us now, right? Does this robot leave us? If we leave the base? Okay, it's not with us, so if we come back down here, does it follow us again? Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Well, let's go talk to the Savior, right? The Savior is the only thing that's left, so we'll go talk to the Savior, see what he's got to say. And then I have to go eat lunch in like 10 minutes, so we should have enough time to kill the Savior, or talk to the Savior. And then I think I may have to do a final episode, episode 2 final episode. Okay, yeah, let's go down and talk to the Savior. Because all that's left realistically is talk to the Savior, do whatever we need to do with him. We go back to the Hunter base, tell them what the rebirth is, grab some backup, come back in here, start killing everyone. Um, and I guess we could do the generator one when we get down, which should free the people upstairs. We could just do the violent one, and then that's it, I think, and then just blow this up. I think the game is done. Oh, I mean, I'll also read these before the end of the game though, because I still want to read those, but I'll read those for sure. All right, so let's go talk to the Savior, see what he's got to say. The Savior realistically is the only thing that's left lore-wise on top of the stuff that we got to read. All right, so let's save here before we talk to. It said that the only way to talk to him is to tell everyone that I'm the 13th. So there's not really any other way. Hold on, let me save again because I just went through. I've already read all of those, so I'm not going to read them again. I'm the 13th reborn. Okay, thanks. Okay, so now is when he lets me. We're going to do another save here in case I fuck something up. All right, here we go. The final boss. Final boss time. The final speech boss, I should say, I guess. Oh, this thing probably has lore too. I'll get to it as well. Oh, look who we have here. It is you, the 13th. The runaway daughter returns home. That face, the voice, even the gestures, all of them must have been lodged deep in your memory because you recognize them at once. The savior. Have you finally come to understand it's futile to run? Or have you come here driven by an impulse of an impractical illusion? You will crown your treason with the destruction of the rebirth. We'll kill you. That sounds pretty practical to me. Not a traitor, you just made me out to be one. The rebirth is an illusion. How can it possibly reach its goal? Let's do that one. All of the effort of so many ghouls aimed at a single goal, the day of rebirth for all. Is that not enough for you? You yourself should know all too well that the rebirth cannot be stopped until it reaches its goal. You are a part of it. How is it possible to get required amount of donors? Aren't there enough humans as potential donors? Our military force is growing and we are becoming unstoppable. Soon we'll be able to conquer anywhere. We will catch all the normals in all of the world if that's what it takes. Are you fine with the fact that several people have died for each reborn? And what gives them greater right to live? Nature? Nature had nothing to do with the extermination of billions of people during the thermonuclear war, nor with the transformation of many of those that survived into ghouls. Power, more than trying to kill us. They are busy killing each other. We're already more powerful and united. Is destiny of or a mere coincidence? Do you want us to give up our lives for something like that? The rebirth will never reach its goal because the machine never worked properly. If there's any traitors here, it's you. Am I a traitor? How did you come to a nation like that? My only offense against the rebirth is that I chose you to be reborn. Someone so unstable, that great privilege was too much for you to bear, and now you seek to hurt everybody around you. Thomas found out the machine can never work properly. He told me this before he died. I say this with heavy heart, but Thomas was mentally ill. He couldn't cope with the fact that he couldn't find the solution to our problem. Combined with your escape, it pressed on him too hard. The results of his work were getting less meaningful. We wanted to help him, provide him with medical care, make him get better, but he escaped. He found out your partially recovered data about the machine, data you erased. You have no idea what I had to go through to get here and get reborn, and I did it without any data, because there was none here, and you dare to question this? Don't you understand it's precisely talk like this that undermines our effort to really solve the problem? When instead of honest effort, people here hope some lost files will solve everything for them, or even prove to them they should not strive for achievement. The 12th also talked about these files. Of course, the 12th. Wait, I'm bringing up a conversation I had with the 12th? How is that possible if I have to get through the guards if they attack me? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Of course, the 12 could have talked about anything. His body is in final stages of disintegration. His cellular structure disintegrates, and the first cells to go are the ones in his brain. You yourself had an experience of the impact it may have. More importantly, I gained an experience about the treatment the reborn were given. They became normal, healthy people, and they were fine, of course. They eventually paid for it with a painful death, but that was their sacrifice. Many ghouls of the rebirth undergo some without being reborn. If you can't fully comprehend this, one must live in the illusion that the reborn die painlessly under the sedation. Such a person will never realize that if this is true, they couldn't get relevant data regarding the disintegration of the body. As far as the 11th and 12th are concerned, I was forced to move them to Blue 6 ahead of time just because of your treason. People stopped trusting the reborn. Sooner or later, everyone would have asked for it. I think you have always been a normal. You never underwent the process. You have no direct proof, only some made-up believings, and you're trying to question my rebirth? You, the traitor? The first rebirth with which I undeniably started the rebirth, which I'm tirelessly leading towards its final goal. Had I suspected the depths of your treason, I would have killed you immediately. Now I have seen through you and I won't hesitate anymore. I don't doubt you never underwent the process, and I want to know why. Why are you leading the rebirth? Why are you doing all of this? Whatever your reason, you're the only one who knows them. You could never have told anyone about them. That must be debilitating. Tell me, you've got nothing to lose. You think I'm some kind of villain that needs to confess all of his sins, or a madman in need of someone telling him his actions mean something? My mission's righteous, and I have never doubted it, even if it's me against the whole world. So there's something else you're trying to achieve, something you're hiding. 5,000 experience. Well played, 13th. It seems you're not a fool. I'll tell you what you want to hear. Even though the chance that you truly understand is small, after all, I can easily kill you anytime. What's this about? It's about accomplishing something that has never been finished. It's about the final suffering, about the closing of a dead end of evolution, about the liberation from the claws of a tyrant. You can give it any name you'd like, but it's about the extermination of the whole humanity. What? In a way, I had perceived the truth even when I was mutant hunter. But I fully realized it was after my squad had been destroyed by a group of super mutants. I wandered the wasteland and stumbled upon this place, completely accidentally. And here, while I was recovering from my wounds, I started to realize that the efforts to exterminate all mutants had not been in order to save the so-called pure humans. Its purpose was to rid of the world of all humans. Sooner or later, most of them will mutate in some way. Is an ulcer that must be removed and came close to it once. Everybody should have died in the nuclear war, and the world should have started again with something better. But it didn't happen. This pathetic species, so effective at wiping itself out, failed when it come to complete extermination. I understand it was my task to finish it. How does the rebirth come into this? The fact that I was given a tool to fulfill my mission forever confirmed its righteous purpose. Ghouls come here, and without them knowing, I blocked all the doors and watched them through the surveillance cameras. As they were getting further into the depth of the complex, I learned their purpose. They were looking for a machine. I knew everything about from the records. The desire to become normal humans once again was so strong, there was no doubt they would do anything for it. So what'd you do? I deleted all the data about the machine and anything related to it and acted as the savior they were seeking. Without them realizing it, they were so surprised that their dream was really possible that they doubted nothing I told them. This was all that was needed to start things running. All you have to do is point the rebirth in the right direction occasionally. In their search for the error in the process, the ghouls will exterminate every single normal and will be exterminated themselves eventually. Then the mission will be finished. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. So the machine never really worked. You still have you still have hope it once worked. The Vaultec scientists worked on the project concerning mutation and irradiation treatment for many years. That machine is the result of their efforts. They reached the conclusion that permanent treatment is impossible and terminated the project. I erased all records containing any information of this nature before the ghouls reached the fifth floor. Why the annual rebirth? It had its proclaimed effects. There's no point in denying that, but the truth is it's a perfect means of getting rid of unwanted individuals who are in the wrong places. They're willing and more than happy to get away from their jobs and get rid of their lives. Isn't that beautiful? For instance, the 12 discovered the remnants of the original data about the machine, but before he managed to find out what it was about, he had been reborn. You were friends with Thomas, and thus you could potentially find out from him the fact that the machine isn't functional. I could not allow that. All soldiers must believe the rebirth is very close, and they are fighting for a righteous cause to make it available to all. They mustn't know that the donors they're obtaining by risking their own lives are in fact killed in experiments without any purpose. How can the rebirth exterminate all humans in the world? The rebirth is getting stronger each day, gaining followers, resources, knowledge, technology. Soon no force will be able to stop us. Once I'm dead, nothing will change. The ghouls will continue with their quest with even greater dedication. Their yearning for a new life drive them on and uh, will drive them on and on, leaving them no time to rest. If they ever come to realize there is no hope for them, just like anybody else, it will be in a moment when the last normal dies. Only ghouls will remain, and they cannot continue to exist on their own. Someone could uncover the truth before that happens, and if you're dead, there'll be no one else to stop them. Quite the contrary. With me, the last person who knows the truth will die, and the longer the period since the establishment of the rebirth, the more reality will turn into a twisted, history written and embellished by ghouls. Even if someone should find out a sliver of truth, the others would tear themselves to pieces. The nature of my mission is that those who are fulfilling it are not aware of it, and that's how it will remain. I still don't understand why you're seeking the extermination of humans. Why? But isn't that obvious? Nuclear war was mankind's doom. What's happening today is merely its death throe, protracted without an end in sight. An end in sight, but it can end in death, an absolute end. People themselves partly realize this. That's why they are trying to exterminate each other and finish the process. As a mutant hunter, I myself had unwittingly contributed to his goal, because those who do not kill each other eventually mutate and die infertile. His conclusion is inevitable. I will merely hasten it to the end of the agony. So he was also a mutant hunter. Okay. Let's see. So everybody dies, and what happens then? Then everything will be as it should be. We'll all be dead, and the world will continue in a natural way. How precisely, I don't know. I'm also human, and therefore I won't be part of that. You mean people don't deserve a chance? I've had enough chances, and humanity has already chosen its path. I chose the extermination of its own existence, maybe precisely because it realized how pathetic it is. It merely failed to carry it out properly. I'm just finishing what humanity wished for. So everybody dies, and okay. There's always a possibility humanity will arise once again. Nonsense. They've had plenty of time for that, and they just kept on destroying themselves. To think there is still hope for mankind is counting on a miracle that will never ever come. It's over. Period. Just because you don't see any possibilities doesn't mean none exist. It's over just because you decide. It's over just because you decided so. Do you think I did all of this because I enjoy the thought of wiping out mankind? I've never felt anything like that. I've always struggled for the good of humanity. But even now, I'm doing so. I'm helping them. I'm merely ending their misery. There can be no doubt about that. Yeah, so why do you have to keep it secret? Why are you the only one who sees and understands it in that way? I cannot be responsible for the fact that everybody's insane. For the fact that I alone am sane, the last sane human who else can lift that insanity from the others if not me? Listen to yourself. You want to help people, you always wanted to, but you see only the one awful way of doing it. You used to help people as a hunter in a way. You definitely believe that getting rid of some mutants would help humans. Of course I want to help humans. I want to end their misery. There's no other way. There can't be. If there was, I would have started none of this. But there isn't. I based the whole rebirth on this reality. If there was another way, then the rebirth would thwart it. Mankind is damned because of you. The rebirth is the thing that prevents mankind from rising again, taking all possibilities away from it. No, 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 I wouldn't do such a thing. Tell me your name. What did the Moon Hunters call you? Do you even remember it? It's been so many years. I used that name. It's Andrew. Yeah, that's it. Andrew Raymond. One of the best commanders of the Mutant Hunters. I was preventing the super mutants from pushing further in the east. We've taken care of so many of them, and that time it all seems so right. There you go, Andrew. In the end, you ended up working with the mutants, with the enemy. You're helping them eradicate all of mankind. Well, that's what mutants have been after all the time. That's impossible. What have I done? They must have tricked me. They lied to me the whole time. They only want the rule of mutants. That's what they wanted. That's not right. I would never allow something like that. One second. Put a plug in my headphone. Oh, come on. There we go. Make sure it's everything's still going. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right. That's what they wanted. That's not right. I swear. Okay. Sorry, my headphone keeps dying. That's not right. I swear I would never allow something like that to happen. I cannot undo the things I have caused, but I can stop them. He starts typing on a computer. In 5 minutes, this whole place will evaporate in a nuclear explosion from its self-destruction system. Its silent countdown will make sure it'll get all those damn mutants in here. Time to leave. If you want, you can leave. I betrayed all genetically pure humans, and I deserve to die in radioactive flames along with all the Manji mutants as one of them. Very well, Andrew. I got something to tell you. I got 10,000 experience. Silent self-destruction was activated. Estimated time of explosion 300 seconds. I think I'm gonna load that because I don't wanna. I wanna do more stuff in here. I don't wanna blow this up yet. Can I cancel this? Can I talk to you? Wait, does Listra say something? Here we go. That surprised you as well? Savior was a human, and he even used to be one of the mutant hunters. You can't imagine how I'd love to tell this to all the hunters. I'd tell them and watch their expressions if it wasn't certain suicide. Damn, this indestructible blind zeal will destroy us one day. Anyway, for now though, I just hope that after the Savior's death, the ghouls won't go berserk and start murdering like the super mutants did after the death of the Master. Time will tell. Let's get out of here. Can I get in here? The panel does not react. It keeps showing the following text. The access panel is deactivated. Use the external terminal. Self-destruction. Turn off self-destruction. To turn off self-destruction is a command from at least 2 people with the highest authorities needed. Why does it give me an option if I can't? How do I... Is there a way to stop it? I already talked to all these guys, didn't I? Okay, well, we'll probably load this one that way, because I also kind of want to kill him. I want to see if he has any... I want to see if he has any loot. I could just kill him right now. Oh, I didn't loot this locker over here. Let me see what's in the locker. I'm gonna check this and I have to go eat lunch, so... Oh, here's the security card. Wait, can I stop it with this security card? What if I use this here? It does nothing. What is this even for? Keycard with a security level encoded within its structure. Maybe it's for the, um, maybe it's for the downstairs door for the 12th and the 11th, I suppose. Oh yeah, I was gonna kill him real quick. I want to use the Gatling laser for this. Oh my god, that was fucking shitty. He's just punching me. I think I may do more damage if I put on my AP ammo for the minigun. What? How did that hit for no damage? Oh, I'm fucking crippled. God damn it. What? I can't use either gun now. Amazing. Can I use any gun? Oh my god. Is there a way to fix my crippledness right now? Psycho? I don't think I have any other way to fix this. Oh my god, he has so much health. Okay, well, I'll kill him tomorrow or later today when I finish the game. I have to go eat lunch for now. All right, peace out, y'all. Deuces. Bye.